I know people different houses doing. Today, what I have a story to tell you about Friday. As you can see, Sarah McEntee from Ballyconnor and Celtic Coventry is one of our Fine Gael in the general election. She didn't come around. It was her minions, if you may use that word. Her husband was around too, and I was speaking to her. And the story, I have a good story here to tell you. So basically, I was off doing tidy towns, and you know what? This happened to happen. You know what I'm saying? That I just left the village I left the village for only 5 minutes, and then I got a phone call saying they were around. It's apparently that they were watching me, really, in a way, for me to leave. For me to just disappear, and they can come in then as soon as I left, because I'm the only person who really would to have an opposition, I guess, I suppose you can say, and I would challenge them. I suppose that's the best word to use too. And so, yeah, I came back after I got that phone call. And long and behold, one of my friends that rang me, was trying to keep them occupied. There was another one there, not the one Sandra McNee, one of her minions, and along with her husband. And when they were speaking and they were talking about things, and he wasn't that bad. He was like, "What are you going to do for this village?" And what's that crack? And you know what? And then they turned around. The best part was they turned around. They didn't know who he was, but they knew exactly as soon as they see me. They were like, "Oh damn, it's this fellow." And so, you could see it in their face, because I was just like, ahem. And it was like, you're in my town now. And they were like, "Oh shit." that's literally the reaction. And I was like, "What are you going to do for this town? What are you going to do? We work very hard in our tiny towns. We get ignored by the local authorities. We don't get any funding from the local authorities. The county council are never around here. The first time I seen you was in the council's office, and I was talking the day, I remember it very well. There was in the council's office, and I was talking to her, and I was talking to other councillors about extra funding for our tiny towns, and that came to none. And the only time I ever seen you around here now, her to her husband, I was giving out mostly to her husband. I was like, the only time I ever see Fine Gael around here when they're looking for something. And I said, I show you the problems we have with the village. I'm going to show you what the problems we have. We have a few footpaths that are cracked, and we've been asking the county council for years and years to do them. They won't do it. And I was like, "What are you going to do about it?" And the thing that really annoyed them, and it really kind of pissed them off, they didn't want to talk to me more than the captain. They wanted to talk to people. People around here are too nice to, the people who come in, they're like, "Hello," they offer them tea and the rest, that they don't want to be ignorant. But as I said to her husband, it wasn't her. If it was her, it would have been a lot worse. As I said to her, post that was along with him, I said, "I have no problem with you. I have no problem with the husband either. I have a problem with her, but no, I don't know a person. I can't say on a person level, because I never really heard much about her. Apart from her, her protesting outside her offices for St. Bricketts and St. Mogue's National School in Bombay and in Mount Herbert. Never heard much about her before since then. And what I asked? I was like, "What are you going to do about mass immigration and everything like that?" And I knew as soon as I said it, what they're going to say. "We have no policy on that. We have no policy on that." And I was like, "Courses have a policy. Every government has a policy on immigration. No matter what government it is, they always have a policy on immigration." And then I started saying, "What are you going to do about it?" I said that 100 times to them. "What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?" And then they had the audacity to criticise, my learning ability. And then I said to them, "I'm dyslexic, and what do you have to say about that?" Because they were like to me, "What am I going to do about it? I'm not one." And I said it was your wife, so I didn't say it was you, and I'm positive that I didn't say it was me, because even the man that was beside me said, he didn't say that. He said, "What is she going to do?" I didn't say him. I said she. And trying to take me off the topic, I suppose, and try and get me talking about something else. Then putting pressure on, because I was putting pressure. It's like, "What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What's she going to do? What's she going to do? What's she going to do?" And not giving them a chance to answer. And they didn't have an answer. Like, they didn't know what to say to me, because I was the only person that wasn't like, hello, how are you doing? We're going to do this. They didn't promise to anybody. I went around and asked a few people. They didn't promise anything. They just sat there and said, we're campaigning for her. Would you mind giving her a vote? And we're not going to do anything, but we're just out here anyway to annoy you. That's really all they came around to do. They never promised anything, and they never promised me anything. And me, you know, really the local town. I'm really the local town around here. And they never promised anything. Like they promised the moon and the stars and the telly, but when I questioned them on what they're going to do, and what are they going to do for our tiny towns, what are they going to do for our future in Butler's Bridge here. And I was like, you're going for Calvin Morgan. I said to the husband, and I'm sure he went and told them, because I'm sure they knew straight away. So like, they know who I am. They're not that dumb, Fine Gael. And I also said about the posters, but they didn't really say much because I kind of got my way and I got a few of them taken down. And I was delighted about that because I called such a ruckus that the Fine Gael government had to do something. And so they took down 3 or 4 of them. But I got my way in the end, which is a good thing. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. So my experience of Fine Gael campaign is, but anyway, it wasn't her. I'm expecting that Heather Hupwich will be around in a few days. Now Heather Hupwich is not that bad. But I will put pressure on him, but it won't be that bad with her. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe and bye.